Someone asked me to do another post on betrayal trauma, so here we are. So in my work with veterans and military members, the trauma work that we do is often really complicated by betrayal. And sometimes it's not even related to trauma at all. They'll be coming in and they'll have trauma, like combat trauma and stuff like that. They'll have childhood trauma, things like that. But the thing that they're stuck on is the betrayal. During their military service, they'll have experiences like where they got really close with someone or with a group, and then they kind of get blindsided or backstabbed in some way. And so this could look like with your spouse, getting cheated on, them taking all your money from you. It could look like your leadership not selecting you for a certain promotion or position that you were told you were going to get, that you've been working your ass off for. So many examples of betrayal. So the reason why betrayal can do so much more damage than a lot of the trauma that people experience, like long-term damage, deeper damage, is because in order to feel betrayed, you would have had to had trust in someone. And in order to have trust in someone, you would have had to have your walls, your guard down. And when that happens, when your guard is down and you get fucking stabbed in the back or in the stomach, man, what that does to someone, it not only makes you question your reality, but it also makes you question yourself. Like, am I just a fucking idiot? How did I not see this? How am I so stupid? How was I so blind? What did I do to deserve this? Why wasn't I enough? Oh my God, the list goes on and on and on. And that will fuck you up. Because how in the world are you going to drop your guard again when you have no clue why that happened to you? Or if you do have a clue, people are either going to place blame on themselves, or they're going to be placing blame on the other person or organization or group of people, whatever. Either way, there's going to be a lot of resentment going on, a lot of pain underneath that resentment, and that is going to take up a whole shit ton of energy. It's like, have you ever come across someone that's like, yeah, my wife did me dirty, I'm never fucking being with any chick again. They're hyper aware, they're on guard at all times, and they have to put extra effort in to keep their wall up, to keep people at a distance, and always scanning to make sure that they could trust someone, which they're highly unlikely to actually trust someone again. But here's the thing, people are spending so much time either putting the blame on the other person or organization or whatever, or they're putting the blame on themselves, that they're not actually seeing the situation for what it truly was. They're not asking themselves the right questions. Like, okay, why couldn't I see it? Instead of going from the approach of like, I'm so fucking stupid, they're not going inside of themselves and asking like genuinely, like, what was going on to where I was blind to this? What was happening? And until the people start asking those questions deep down from a curious place, like genuinely curious, like, I can't believe like I couldn't see what this person was doing, or I couldn't see the bigger picture. It's related to something that has happened to you before, or a position that you have been in before, and you're repeating a cycle. And you're likely going to be experiencing the same damn thing again, maybe with a different person, unless your guard is way the fuck up all the time, which is exhausting. And so you're either going to spend tons of energy keeping your guard up and keeping people away from you and having a miserable life because you're isolated, or you're going to be like, okay, I think I can trust this person again, but you never actually got to the root of why you couldn't see the red flags in the bigger picture before. And then you're going to get hurt all over again. And then that's going to make you fucking miserable and isolated and down on yourself and all that stuff. So that is why it's so important. Go inside of yourself, your subconscious, to see what's going on, what is stuck inside of you, what is outdated. And I can almost fucking guarantee that it is related to something from when you were a little kid. And that little kid is blinded because he can only see what he wants to see because he's so desperate to be loved. That is what's going on. Hope this helps. Sorry I yelled at you, but now you got thick skin.